What is going on, guys? My name is Kirito Dio, and welcome to a brand new episode of where I play one random game from my phone. And here it is, Injustice: Gods Among Us. So, I chose to play Injustice because coming soon next year will be Injustice 2, of which the game is actually having its own little advertisement for it with Injustice 2 Superman, his own early access pass right now, which there's also one for Aquaman as well. This is super exciting stuff. I'm super pumped about this new game that's going to be coming out. I can't wait for it to come out. And another thing that I'm excited another thing about this that I'm excited for is the new characters that they introduced, which were so far Gorilla Grodd, Supergirl, Atrocitus, maybe Dr. Fate, and a few other characters that are going to be coming out. But until Superman's challenge starts, we are going to be playing what I like to call my money run. This is like a little challenge pack where I like to go in and fight for some extra cash because they pay about 1,000 coins for each one. So I like to make a little bit of extra money before the challenge starts, so that way I can afford some stuff. So this is also where I like to go to level up characters that are weaker. So if you didn't notice, I have a level 6 Dawn of Justice Superman that I have. And I've been absent within the game, so I'll be coming in and out of the game. That's why I was kind of late for Aquaman's. Because Aquaman's actually happened yesterday, finished up yesterday. And I was too bad, because I really wanted to get Aquaman. I'm a big fan of Aquaman. I'm a big fan of a lot of characters that don't have as big of a fan base as like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. So they're my faves, except for a few others like Nightwing that has a pretty big fan base. Another one that has a pretty big fan base, obviously, is a few of the Robins. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Jason Todd. I work with somebody like that. We talked about it yesterday. Or no, not yesterday. We talked about it on Tuesday. We joked around about it. Because I'm a good guy. I don't really care that people don't like him. It's just, he's just my favorite character. And, oh well, if you guys don't like him, that's fine. I really don't care, because, each one of us have our own favorite character. Not a lot of people like Superman. I'm one of those that don't like Superman. Not a lot of people like Batman. It's just one of those things. I always get that too early. So, I don't hate on them. Because, you know what, they probably have a character that I don't like. And, I would expect that they're probably expecting me to hate on or not hate on that character. Because, you know what, I'm open to new characters. If you were following my Resident Evil series, you'll know that I was open to the new comic book Gwenpool. I wasn't a big fan of it. When I first looked at it, because I caught it on issue 3, and I looked at the cover and I was like, oh my god, what is this? I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid, but I kept an open mind, and I picked up all 3 of them to read them and see why some people did like it. And I found out it's not a bad comic book. It's actually a decent comic book. I enjoyed it a lot. I was okay with it. It didn't bother me at all. I mean, there are a few plot holes in it, but I mean, I've read worse books than this. Than that, especially. And there are books that we won't try. There are books that we know are pretty bad, and we won't read them at all. Ooh, sorry, I had to sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. I had to sneeze twice. But yeah, it's just one of those things, books that we thought were gonna be bad. I read it. My boss was laughing because I was talking to him about it while I was reading it, because it was pretty funny. We like to joke around about the book. It's just one of those books that you can actually enjoy. I thought I wasn't gonna enjoy it. I was wrong. I enjoyed it a lot, actually. Oh crap, there goes my Superman. But yeah, so it's one of those books that's, I would I would recommend it if you're into manga style art, or anime art, as some people would just say, or Japanimation, or whatever the hell people call it now. If you're into that kind of art, the first issue for the first few pages isn't. It's actually an actual artist, actual serious art. But after that point, it becomes the the art style that mangas use, and that's really cool. I really liked it. I told my boss that if I didn't actually like the story, I would still read it, but just because of the art, dude, because the art is amazing. I love the art. I don't know what, something about it, just I really like the art. Um so yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to that. If you're also following my Resident Evil series, you'll also know that I'm also thinking about doing a show for Gwenpool, because I have some friends that actually kind of remind me of her, and I was hoping that maybe they would get into it. I like Personally, I like Cecil's character, or Ciel's character. If you read it, you'll understand who I'm talking about. There's one kid in the comic book that's really cool. I really liked him. But, there's some stuff in it that kind of got me mad in the first issue, actually, and you'll if you do choose to read it, you'll find out what I'm talking about. But he's a really cool character. I really like him in the book. He's really the voice of reason for Gwen. He's really what makes her normal-ish, besides the fact that she is like Deadpool, but she's Gwen Stacy. So besides that, she's basically Gwen, only Deadpool. And then she's not like Deadpool in the sense that he's got the healing factor. She actually has no powers, and she is pretty much just a mercenary that carries a shit ton of guns. And even then, they don't even allow her to do stuff with the guns sometimes. Now, I'm working on issue 2 right now. I'm reading it because I really enjoyed issue 1. And hopefully, I don't, drop out halfway through the series. I want to keep reading it. I hope it does good, because I know at my store we're not picking up a lot of them. I don't know how it is anywhere else in America, or even outside of America, because I know that a lot of other countries do get these books, but 3 weeks after us. Three or a month or two after us, or so. Wait, I didn't do it on him? Oh shit. But yeah, so it's just, I checked it out. It was a good read. I mean, I will recommend better reads. It's not like the most amazing book in the world. I recommend more towards, which one is it? Civil War and, other books like that. Another one that I was expecting to be horrible and I really didn't like that much, I thought I wasn't gonna like that much, was the Totally Awesome Hulk. The name of it is crappy. The new Hulk is totally stupid. But in the issue that I picked up for Civil War, it's got Bruce Banner in it, so it's, tolerable. And it's kind of cool. I really got into that, into having a Bruce Banner in the book. But, other than that, I don't care for the Hulk. for the actual Totally Awesome Hulk. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that I couldn't get into it. But if you guys do like it, tell me about it. I mean, maybe I'll read some more, because I am going to be picking up more of them when the rest of the Civil War tie-ins fall into it, because it's going to be for issues 8 and 9 after that. So I'm going to be picking up those also, because I'm getting everything that has to do with the Civil War. The only reason why I picked up Gwenpool was because me and my boss were making fun of it, joking around, and saying that it was a horrible book, and actually wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty funny. Like I said, it's a pretty funny book. So I would suggest picking that one up too, because that one's, like I said, it's funny. It's got a good mix of action, comedy. There's even a little bit of emotion in it. There is some emotion in it. It's cool. And yeah, it's just a really good read, and I would suggest picking it up. But you know, like I said, it's not like the greatest book, because I can tell you right now, a better book than Gwenpool would probably be anything like Spider-Man right now. Spider-Man's really good, having a good series right now, especially with all the other spiders that are involved in it, such as Miles Morales, who is the first African-American Hispanic character in the series, or in as a Spider-Man. I'm not going to say in like the entire series, because I'm pretty sure they ran into a few, but he's the first superhero that to come out in a book, in a well-known book. Because like I said, there's also the independent comic books that also do stuff like that, where they'll have a mix of races in between each one, because you know, it's not like, it's so unknown, really, because you rarely hear about indie books getting movies besides Spawn. Spawn had a movie in the past. It wasn't a great movie. It was a horrible movie. It was a train wreck. But you know, Spawn is a good a comic book series. So I'd suggest that one too. Right now in the DC universe, right now, the biggest one right now is still Batman as usual. Batman's always got the biggest following when it comes to books. Even their Detective Comics have gotten really good reviews. A lot of people have been hating on Flash, but you know what? Flash has actually got a really, really awesome book going on right now. And that is the his Rebirth book, and then the normal issue 1 that came out. Those are super exciting. I read into it. Godspeed is not Jason Todd, for those that were expecting Jason Todd to be him. It's not Jason Todd as people were saying. It's a totally new guy. It totally has nothing to do with any of the members of the Justice League. He's completely new, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not sure whether he is a villain, because they claim he's a brand new villain, but there's also a chance that Barry could turn him. If it is still Barry, I didn't follow it. If it's not Barry, then it's Wally. If either Wally or Barry can change him into it. I haven't followed it. If you have, you can tell me in the comments who the new Flash is, if there is even a new Flash. And yeah, so other than that, everything else is great. All these shows have been coming out. One that I recommend on Netflix right now is Voltron Legendary Defender. That one's a good one. It's got a good mix of comedy, and it's got a really good mix of action too. It's DreamWorks production, and it's actually an anime style art too, and that's another cool thing that I liked about it, because the original one was also an anime, and I would recommend watching the original one also, even because this is the reboot of the original one, so I'd suggest watching the original one also. Maybe not you know, you can watch it before or after, after this new one, because this, like I said, it's a reboot, so you know, just check it out. It's really cool. I enjoy it a lot. I've already It's kind of long because they're an hour long each episode, so I've only made it past 2 episodes, but both those episodes were really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all that's new in the shows. Like I said, I recommended a lot of the Marvel shows that are being done by Netflix on ABC and Netflix have been working together on a few. I'm looking for Oh my god, I can't talk. I am looking forward to the brand new series that they came out with, which was going to be The Punisher. I'm looking forward to that, so hopefully that does good. Luke Cage, that one's another one that I also am looking forward to. I'm thinking about watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I wasn't a huge fan when it first came out, so maybe I'll skip over season 1 and go straight into season 2. Or maybe I'll watch season 1, keep an open mind, like I said, like with comic books, you always gotta keep an open mind about stuff. So yeah, that'll end this episode. It's kind of short because there wasn't much for me to do, considering that the challenge hasn't started yet. So until the challenge starts, I'll be back maybe with another episode. Instead of doing Clash Royale on Thursdays, we'll probably do Injustice instead on Thursdays, and then Friday we can do whatever I decide. Or you know what, leave it in the comments. Tell me what game you want me to play on app, and also don't forget to tell me what else you want to play on PS4. If you do have PS4, and if you don't, you know what, it's fun to check out how other gamers play games and stuff. So if you want, you guys tell me what games you want me to play, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to watch my Resident Evil and Destiny series. I'll also be working on I will also be working on the Dishonored one once I pretty much gone through Destiny. All that's left is pretty much just leveling up my character up to level 40. So maybe that'll be a Saturday thing that I do, one random game. But you know what? Just tell me what you want, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.